Guys, I bought another blue dial watch, a Tiffany Blue Dial. Now, I didn't buy this watch because I fell into this hype trap, but I did it because I have already told you in my previous videos that I am planning to build a collection of blue dial watches. Including today's watch, I will have 3 blue dial watches. Actually, I will have 4 very soon because there is another blue dial watch from Casio that is waiting to be unboxed. Let's get straight to the unboxing and find out which blue dial watch I have today. Namaste everybody. HMT doesn't make hand-winding watches anymore. You can keep checking their official website daily to see the Quartz watches available in a few different dial colors and across collections. The only reason why HMT still exists in 2024 and are barely able to keep their head above the water is because of the enthusiasts, because of the die-hard HMT fans, because of a very few people who value HMT's heritage. They are trying really hard to stay relevant in this crowded and ever competitive watch market. It is evident in the dial here. It's Tiffany Blue Dial, the dial color that was made popular by Rolex in 2020 with their turquoise blue dial for the Oyster Perpetual line. It's popularly called Tiffany Blue because of their once iconic partnership with Tiffany & Co. And Tiffany & Co. have turquoise blue as part of their brand color palette. Nowadays, every brand is trying to ride on the popularity of this dial color by having at least one line of watches in their portfolio carrying the turquoise blue dial or a color that resembles it, which is fine. They are producing watches which people want to buy based on current trend. It's just a smart move. I bought this Tiffany Blue Dial HMT Tareeq for Rs 2100 on the official HMT website, which is the same price as all the other color dial variants. So thank you HMT for being fair with the pricing and not charging extra for the turquoise blue, which I have seen some brands do. The buying experience was smooth. After I placed the order, I got a tracking number and the watch arrived at my doorstep in Mangalore. Let us examine the HMT Tareeq for the first time here on TikTok Treasures. We will cover one aspect at a time. The case is brass with stainless steel coating. It's 2100 rupees and this is the best you can get. The case design is such that the lugs are hidden underneath. The straight cut of the case at the lug ends gives you the option to swap wide variety of bracelets and bands with this torque bracelet, which is always a pro. The hidden lugs allows bracelets with both curved and straight end links. Since the lugs are hidden underneath the case, the lug-to-lug essentially becomes the case length, measuring 41.2 millimeters. The case measured along the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock line is 35.84 millimeter minus the crown. The circular bezel slopes onto the case, which gives it a nice touch and helps catch the light from a different angle. The bezel holds a flat-topped acrylic crystal, which is the best you can get at the price point this watch sells at. The size of the crown seems to match the case and it has decent grip. We will talk about the operation of the crown in the movement section of this video. The back of the case has an elevated opening on which the stainless steel case back sits. The case back has laser printing. I love how the text sit in the gap between two concentric circles. The center of the case back is brushed radially for circular finishing. I love the HMT logo at the dead center. This is a WR rated watch that is 30-meter water resistance. As discussed earlier, the dial color is Tiffany blue or turquoise blue, and as I mentioned at the start of this video, I chose this color because I wanted to build a collection of blue dial watches across brands. I chose this color not for the hype. I don't give in to hype. I love blue, as is evident from the logo of my online fitness coaching brand I started in 2013. The watch has the basic 3-hand configuration. The hour and minute hands are stick hands or baton hands with a stripe of lume, more like a line of lume at their distal ends. I shall show the lume later, stay tuned for that. The seconds hand is a basic hair-like segment. The watch has applied indices for hour markers with blobs of lume at the outer edge of the dial corresponding to the indices. When I looked really close, I noticed that this index hour marker at the 2 o'clock position was slightly misaligned, but I can live with that. Tareeq in Hindi means date, and that's why you have the date window at the 3 o'clock position with a black frame painted around it. The HMT branding with the collection name Tareeq are at the 12 o'clock position, with HMT being applied and Tareeq being painted. I would have preferred the applied HMT branding to be at least 20% bigger. It could have added a bit more character to the dial. The Miyota movement with 3 hands and just date is 2115. This is a Quartz watch with Miyota 2105 Quartz movement, as it says at the 6 o'clock position on the outer edge of the dial with microscopic font. According to the Miyota website, the 2105 is a 3-hand movement with date at the 3 o'clock position. Since this watch has 2105 printed on it, it's either that they didn't carve a window on the dial to show day of the week because it wouldn't match the collection name Tareeq, because Tareeq means date, or they misprinted the movement number. The Miyota movement with 3 hands and just date is actually 2115. Maybe this is 2115. If you know a HMT collector or someone who knows about HMT movements, please ask them for me, will you? To set the date, pull the crown out to the first position and rotate towards you. To set the time, pull the crown out to the second position and rotate in either direction. The 12 blobs at the hour marker positions show really well in the dark. They are decent sized blobs, but the lume on the hands are very thin, narrower than the thinning hair from using too much hair products. They are stick hands with not enough width, and HMT did the best that they could when it comes to lume on the hands. For 2100 rupees, I can live with it. The bracelet is stainless steel oyster bracelet with the central sections brushed and the outer sections coated using physical vapor deposition or ion plating to give it a glossy look and to protect the bracelet from discoloration from years of use. The bracelet appears to be of quality and holds itself well. The bracelet comes with a sliding buckle. Even though this is an oyster bracelet, you can just slide the buckle along the length of the bracelet to suit your wrist size without having to take out links of the bracelet. As mentioned earlier, because this has hidden lugs, you don't have a gap between the case and the end links, which doesn't necessarily make this an integrated bracelet, but it's very close to it. It looks kind of seamless. For my 6.5-inch wrist, the HMT Tareeq feels comfortable, a fresh change from all my big dialed monster-sized G-Shocks. At first it felt awkward, but then after a couple of hours I got used to the case design and the size. The awkwardness was probably because my eyes are so used to G-Shocks and large dials of Casio watches. I will probably have to wear this watch for a couple of hours every day to reprogram my beautiful brain into accepting this case size and the design. You can easily pull this off with casual business and business casual attire. In conclusion, the HMT Tareeq does its job, a simple 3-hand analog quartz watch with date windows set on a Tiffany Blue Dial with a case design such that the lugs are hidden to accommodate all kinds of straps and bracelets. One might think that this is slightly overpriced for what it is offering, a brass build with stainless steel coating and a cheaper Miyota movement that costs about $5 or less when bought in bulk, but HMT is purely operating because of the passion of a few collectors and a few of you who honor heritage. Go get yourself a HMT if you don't already have one. Thanks for joining me today for the unboxing of HMT Tareeq. I don't know if you guys can see, but I was sweating while I was recording myself. It's really hot in Goa. Okay, it's peak summer and there was no AC. but I still managed to do this video for you guys. I hope you guys will appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that thumbs up button, join our Reddit community. The link is in the description, and please subscribe to the channel because there is more quality content coming your way. Please subscribe. Until next time, stay tuned and stay classy.